What's up, everyone? It's your boy Ronin. So, I had an opportunity this weekend to play Trials of Osiris solo. Last weekend I played as well before the Trials changes were made for the flawless players to have their own matchmaking. And right before we get started here, as you can see in the gameplay that's playing there, yeah, I am dog water, okay? Not good at all. I never said I was good. I never claimed to have an amazing KD and Trials or even Crucible for that matter. I play PvE because I'm interested in the story. I always have been. I play sometimes when friends are on, but not many of my friends play Destiny anymore. So kind of out here soloing it. So yeah, you're not going to be impressed by anything that's playing in the background. Trust me, because if you look up my KD record, I'm probably the last pick on the playground, like for dodgeball. So there you go. It is what it is. I'm just letting you know. So I wanted to try out Trials, as a solo player, see if I can get some of the weapons, which I've been successful in doing. So you play long enough, you get your experience, you meet some of the quest requirements to get some of the gear. So that works itself out. And unfortunately for me, I play a Titan, so therefore, a brick sliding across the arena is not going to do much to deter a warlock or a hunter that has been playing non-stop, sweating 24/7 throughout all the trials. So, I'm stuck. So, is it better than last weekend? Mildly for solo players, I would say mildly. I mean, because now I've had the opportunity to play, before and after the implementation of the playlist has been played, and unfortunately, what I'm kind of seeing, and you guys can, in the comments, tell me I'm losing my mind here, but it seems like there's a lot more three stacks sitting on this back end of Sunday than you would expect to actually deal with. Like they're waiting for this Sunday to happen, so that way they can have an easier run to get to try flawless. Sorry, I was saying trials there, but yeah, I throughout the 6 or 7 matches I had, and my card's only up to like 4. Okay, so like I said, I am dog water. I am not saying that I am any good. I am booty battered butt cheeks is how bad I am at playing trials. I can kind of handle myself in regular Crucible and sometimes Clash, but not Trials. Trials is extremely too sweaty for me across the board. But I will say this, and sometimes I can get maybe a kill or two here, and the motivation and the momentum is on our side, and that feels good. But most of my matches were 0-5 blowouts. I just, whew, rough day at the office, I'm telling you. So, I, as a solo player, I don't think this is for us, guys. I'm just going to be honest with you. I mean, at least for the perspective that I have. Now, maybe, solo players are getting down and doing the thing and getting the flawless pretty easily, and great. I hope that is what you guys were looking for as far as the matchmaking goes and whatnot, but I find myself in a lot of matches where even I'm using the mic. I mean, I'm on my Turtle Beaches right now, even doing this recording, and I can't get anybody to jump on and do call outs or at least position or something like that. I mean, I know Trials is meant to be competitive, but most of these guys are dead silent. I don't know if they couldn't afford the mic or what the deal is, but if you don't have a pre-built team, it's not looking good, fam. You may get maybe like 3 or 4 games under your belt, and then you're gonna get that team that's really in sync with their comms, and it's gonna be over. It's who. Let me be the first one to tell you. It is not a good, it's not a good feeling to watch that 0-5 appear on screen. It's not good, not good at all. I just want to express that, maybe in a sense that, if it was all freelance matchmaking, maybe you would have a better shot as a solo player. But even then, I'm still concerned that there's still going to be some jankiness there, even with just trying to play competitively in that manner. I think solos would need something different. I don't know what that different thing is, but it's not enough. I think that there's way too much to worry about when you're playing solos, and also this particular mode in capture. Even in elimination, you're still kind of like trying to feel out some of the maps and whatnot, because Destiny is not really close knit on their maps, and it, it's really hard to kind of peak certain aspects of it and get a kill off of some people, especially those that have been playing so much longer than you. The skill gap is way too high to do solo matchmaking pair ups. It's just not going to work. Even in the glory side of Destiny 2, when we're playing elimination normally, just for glory, not trials, it's kind of the same thing. It just you'll get those 3 stacks, and your game just dramatically changes. I don't know what any solo person can really do, but ultimately, I gotta say, for me personally, it's really not for me. I'm more focused on the PvE and the story and the dungeons and whatnot. I do like, having better opportunities to get loot and resources. I think that's really beneficial for PvP, but I've always had a different opinion about PvP in general as far as Destiny is concerned versus what their prior franchise Halo did. I mean, there's some things they could simply adapt and it would make the game 800 times better, but for whatever reason, even on that level, and maybe it's contracted, I don't know, but missing the big team battles, or shoddy snipers, or any modes that would be interesting or fun, or at least something that you can compete against too, and ranking for that matter, it's just non-existent. I mean, why even bother going down the competitive road if you don't have ranks? It just doesn't make any sense to me. So okay, so my final thoughts on this, and sorry, my previous recording died out when my headphones did, so I guess I was playing too long in Trials today. I think that the changes to Trials are really good. I think that, they are focused on trying to find what works, and good on Bungie for that, because, Trials was always an all-time favorite back in Destiny 1. Even I played Trials pretty hard back then. I was actually competitive at that point, but not so much anymore. Completely ass at this point. But at the same time, I think that maybe solo players need something different in Trials. Maybe a Trials Clash or Rumble, something like that, where they're facing off against others. It's not just them, and there can still be blowouts there, but I don't know. Maybe top 3 gets a pass mark versus having to finish first place. I don't know what the answer really is here, but I just know that unless you are in a fire team, Trials right now is not really the place for solo playing. I can't express on how demoralizing it can be to jump on a team where you got your card at maybe 4, and the other team is a 3 stack because they waited until Sunday to actually make their move for flawless, and you get bumped off the card because of that, because your team is not communicating, or there's just no synergy. So I don't know. Bungie, fix it. In either case, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for a little bit. Please like the video if you liked it, and subscribe. I will continue to try to do more content. I have other things down the pipe, and I'll probably be doing a channel update here pretty soon. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.